Why do you feel alone in a world full of people? It's strange how you can be surrounded by people and still feel alone. Not because no one is there, but because something inside you feels unseen. You wake up, you check your phone, notifications, messages, updates, proof that you exist in other people's lives. And yet, there's this quiet space inside you that no notification touches. You scroll, you watch people laugh, travel, celebrate, connect, you double tap, you react, you respond. But when the screen goes dark, it's just you again. And that silence feels louder than it should. Maybe loneliness today doesn't look like isolation. Maybe it looks like constant contact without real connection. Conversations that stay on the surface, smiles that never reach depth, words that fill space but never quite land. You can sit in a crowded room and still feel separate. You can share a bed and still feel distant. You can be loved and still feel alone. And that doesn't make you ungrateful. It makes you human. Sometimes the loneliness isn't about people. It's about not being understood. Not fully, not deeply, not without explanation. It's the feeling of translating yourself over and over again, explaining your thoughts, softening your emotions, adjusting your intensity, until eventually you stop expressing parts of yourself at all. And that quiet self-editing creates distance. In a world that moves fast, depth feels rare. Everyone is reachable. Few are present. Everyone is talking. Few are listening. And sometimes you don't even know how to ask for what you need. Because what you need isn't more noise. It's presence. Real presence. The kind where you don't have to perform. The kind where silence isn't awkward. The kind where you can sit next to someone and feel understood without explaining everything. That kind of connection is quiet and rare. But here's something gentle to remember. Feeling lonely doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you're unlovable. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you. Sometimes it simply means you crave depth in a world that rewards distraction. Maybe loneliness isn't always a sign that you need more people. Maybe it's a signal that you want more honesty, more authenticity, more spaces where you don't have to shrink or simplify yourself. And maybe the first step isn't searching for someone else to understand you perfectly. Maybe it's allowing yourself to be fully present with who you are, without filtering, without adjusting, without editing yourself down. Because sometimes the feeling of being unseen starts with how much of yourself you're actually showing. You can live in a world full of people and still feel alone. But you can also begin to build moments of real connection. One honest conversation, one shared silence, one moment of being real. So maybe the question isn't, why do you feel alone? Maybe the question is, when was the last time you felt truly seen? And when was the last time you allowed someone to see you